Hello and welcome to Part 4, Sir Slaugher's Oblivion Adventures. The title of this episode will be The Search for Martin, the Secret Son. Last episode, we got really super fucked up in the, Oblivion area by them scamps. Let's see. I have entered the ruined city of Kavach with Stavlian Mattias and his men. We must clear the southern plaza before the survivors in the chapel can be rescued.
Come on!
So it's punching time.
Die!
Punching my way across Kavach.
What's the matter? That's the best you can do. You'll never take me.
I have helped Stavlian Mattias and his men retake the southern plaza. I should talk to him about our next move. The Daedra. Man, they fucked me up. Let me wait an hour. Those survivors can wait, right? Yeah.
We wiped the bastards out. It's safe to pull those people out of the chapel. Let's get in there and make sure they're all right. Come on. This is only the beginning of the battle for Kavach. We can discuss the next phase once the civilians are safe.
You got it. Oh, yes. Remember, F5. F5 is your friend.
Report, soldier.
Sir, we're all that's left. Barrack Inian, myself, and these civilians.
That's it? There's no one else?
There were others, sir, but they refused to stay put. We tried to convince them it was dangerous.
Very well.
Don't mind me, just taking a look around.
The area is clear? Then as soon as Captain Mattias gives the order, I'll escort the civilians to safety.
Kavach.
It all happened so fast. It was all we could do to round up the survivors and try to get them to safety. We failed them miserably.
Martin?
Brother Martin? Yes, he's right over there. He led a group of us here during the confusion of the attack. We owe him our lives.
It's like a Saving Private Ryan moment where, like, they've sort of been surviving all this time, and then somebody comes out of nowhere to tell you, hey, I know this is a bad time for you, but you got something really important going on.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, they're not going to talk anymore. I'm sorry for interrupting you in your conversation. Meant to check that barrel. Hey, this is a guy I saved.
You saved my life. You brought me back from hell. I won't forget it.
Very good.
Good day. Talk to Captain Mattias if you need something. I'm just following his orders.
Weird, you kind of sound like everybody else. Linka, I'll let you sleep. I think that's him right there. That's Sean Bean. I almost said Sean Penn. That's Sean Penn Bean.
I heard about how you helped the guard drive the Daedra back. Well done.
Come with me. You're in danger.
Danger, you say? You came here to tell me this. Explain yourself or leave me alone. There are many others here who actually need your help.
You're Martin, right? The priest?
Yes, I'm a priest. Do you need a priest? I don't think I'll be much help to you. I'm having trouble understanding the gods right now. If all this is part of a divine plan, I'm not sure I want to have anything to do with it.
There is a plan. We're part of it. Or... Oh, keep on forgetting about the Khajiit voice, so I might just drop it. Plus, I don't really make a good Khajiit anyway. I'm just, my voices usually range from just, like, Russian accent to Russian accent to poorly done Russian accent. There is a plan. We're part of it.
What plan? What are you talking about? I prayed to Akatosh all through that terrible night, but no help came. Only more Daedra. What can you possibly know that would help me make sense of this?
You are Uriel Septim's son.
Emperor Uriel Septim? You think the Emperor is my father? No, you must have the wrong man. I am a priest of Akatosh. My father was a farmer.
A kid farmer? He was dumping loads all over the place. The Emperor knew you were in danger.
You spoke to the Emperor before he died? And he told you to find me?
Why would I lie to you?
I don't know. It's strange. I think you might actually be telling the truth. What does this mean? What do you want from me?
Come with me to Wayne Priory.
You destroyed the Oblivion Gate, they say. You gave them hope. You helped them drive the Daedra back. Yes, I'll come with you to Wayne Priory and hear what Joffrey has to say. Lead on.
Lead the way. Oh, look how smiling. He's smiling. Hey, buddy.
Unless you need something, let's continue on to Wayne Priory.
Follow me.
To Wayne Priory, then.
Let me just grab a quick bite to eat. Oh, yeah. Good old cheese sandwich. What's down here? Oh, I wonder if I'll have to go through here. I think I will. I bet ya. I don't know. I don't remember Kvatch very much.
We've done it. I can't believe it. I didn't really think this would work. Maybe we do have a fighting chance. Oh, yes. We're not done. Not even close. This was only the first step. If this town is to be ours again, we'll need to get inside the castle. You've come this far with us. Will you go further? If we're truly going to succeed, I'll need much more of your help. I warn you, though, what we've seen so far is nothing compared to the battle that likely awaits us. Take a few moments to catch your breath and think it over. When you're ready, let me know and we'll get underway.
Hey, listen, bro. I really appreciate it and everything, but I gotta go. I gotta go bring this kid to Wayne Priory. I wonder if I could still do that. Jeez, it's so far away. I don't want that to be my active quest. Let's do this first. Yes. Yes. Listen, I'll help you. I'll come back and I'll help you with Kvatch, okay? Just gonna step out. Come on, Martin. I'll be back. I promise. I would say this is probably the priority. We gotta get Martin? Martin. Son of a bitch. Martin, come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. Okay. Follow me. Wish I still had a horse. I'm gonna take the roads. Man. Could just cut across. Nah, no. That'd be a bad idea cutting across. So we'll just go. Let's go the way we came. I guess the search for Martin was pretty short. But that's alright. It's alright. Maybe the episode will change to getting Martin to safety. And then I'll do like return to Kvatch. I think the best part about making videos like this is just naming them things. Like, I thought Road to Kvatch was pretty cool. Now listen. You know, you probably want to save everybody in Kvatch, but right now, gotta get you to safety.
Why have a gods for...
Okay, he's just gonna say the same stuff.
Stop talking.
Oh, jeez. He changed his demeanor real quick. Why have the gods forsaken us?
That anger keeps me going.
I've looked everywhere. Perhaps she's still in Kvatch in a basement hiding.
I'll take a look. Don't worry. It's gonna take... fuck this. I'm cutting. I find it hard to believe. Oh, wait. Yeah, that anybody would go all the way down there. Like... You ever see those things on, like, they show you an image of, like, a pathway that, like, a university or, like, a college or even just a park has, and it's and, like, you got the normal path, right, that people intend you to go on, but then you have the path of convenience, which is, like, I should bring up a link, but that was a disaster last time. Hold on. You know what? I got a minute here. I'll bring up my phone. It's like a path of convenience. Path of convenience. Desire path. Yes, that's what it's called. It's where someone, like, just from walking on it has worn a path through an area. Like, so if you look it up, you'll see, like, okay, they have this nice manicured sidewalk and then just a beaten path, right, like, curving to it, to where it's like, oh man, I'm not gonna walk all the way around this stupid sidewalk. Guardsman, I need your horse. Let's make sure we're going the right way. Yeah.
Is there a problem, citizen?
I need your horse.
Carry on.
At least we'll be able to pick up my horse outside Skingrad again. May just circumvent Skingrad all entirely. Oh, hey. Oh, good job. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, we got that guy, didn't we? Wow. Martin just, as a kid say, murked him. I promise I'll never say that again. Yeah, the path of punching isn't the best path. It's a hard path to follow, but you know what? It's the path for me. I remember when I first played the game, and I almost would like to call it like, oh jeez, it's raining again. I'd almost like to call it like I always called it like the Grand Theft Auto syndrome, where like maybe people have better names for it, where you spend so much time doing like other stuff in the game that you don't ever like finish the game, you don't ever complete the main quest, but then you could have like 40 hours in something, you know? Let's see what time it is. 2 a.m. We'll take a little nap. Martin, defend me. Taking a nap. Ah, bright and early. Oh, yes, perfect. Okay, +2, +2. 3. Let's do endurance. Let's do strength. Let's do agility. Oh. Okay. Let's go, friend. So, like, I'll give you an example. I've never beaten the Oblivion campaign, the main storyline. I've never beaten the main storyline for Skyrim. I never beat the main storyline for Morrowind. I would fuck around in the games for hours and hours and hours, but then never finish them. Same thing with GTA 5. Now, I will say, I have beaten all the Fallout games. I've finished those storylines. I guess beaten is kind of a weird word.
What is it now?
Oh, hello.
What?
What? Rumors.
Everybody's talking about the hero of Kvatch. They say he actually went into an Oblivion gate and destroyed it.
I just did that. Yeah, that was me.
Farewell.
That was me, baby. So, like in Oblivion and in Skyrim especially, I would do lots of other missions. I would do the whole Brotherhood mission, or the companions, I don't remember what it was. The Dark Brotherhood mission, this mission, that mission. And I would just set it aside. I would set the main quest aside, and I think the reason I did that was because I didn't want the game to end too fast. And I thought, okay, well, and I can only theorize now, you know, because like Fallout 3, once you do the main campaign, the game ends. And you can't go back and do anything. You do that last mission in Fallout 3 before they release the Broken Steel DLC, you would be done. It's over. And you can't go back and do... You can't go back and, like, do other missions. So, and just... I think it was just a desire to make the game last as long as possible. So I just kept on putting off the mission, and eventually it just got like, okay, well, kind of bored of the game now, you know? That happened with Oblivion the first 2 times. That happened with Skyrim. It's just, there's so much to do, and you just spend hours doing it, and then when you finally get around to it, it's like, oh, well, do I really even want to do this? There's other games coming out. Do I really want to play this right now? And the answer is just inevitably, no. I want to do something else for a while. And then you don't get around to it. Like, I still have, I think, my main Skyrim save. I think I still have my main Fallout 4 save. But they just became such time sinks. Like, I'll tell you right now, let's see. Let me go here. My library. Library. And I will tell you exactly how many hours I have in Skyrim. 155 hours, never completed the main campaign. Fallout 4, I did complete this campaign. 285 hours. Let's see. The first Oblivion, and mind you, I played it on the Xbox first. That I do have 55 hours in. Never beat the main campaign. Morrowind, that I don't think I have any time in right on the computer. Yeah, 3 minutes on the computer. A lot of stuff I did when I had like when I was more in a console gaming. Console gaming. Okay, we're gonna circumnavigate the town. Well, I don't need to do it right now. Okay, I need to think smarter, not Dr. Stupid poop. Lot of.
I'm listening.
What? Okay. Moving on. A sheep, a horse, and a town's guard walked in the Skingrad. I think Skingrad was my favorite city. Or it might have been Anvil. I can't even remember. Wherever the haunted house is, that's where I kind of made my... That's where I always made my life in. Who knows what I'll do now? I'll go with the flow. Oh, hey, okay. Ah, yes. Okay, Martin, I'll keep running, buddy. I don't even think no, it's faster. Let me see. Let me take a look around. Yeah, it's faster. Greetings. So, just to go back to what I was talking about, because that's pretty much... I was playing Fallout 3, and I just kind of, like... There's videos where I spend an entire... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay. You want to play rough? Don't hit my horse, you son of a bitch. Good job, muckers. Yeah, battle horse. Man, these guys are way easier than the scamps.
A little closer.
Bunch of assholes. You know, I guess I could carry a shield and just, like, kind of punch. Let's see. Oh, does it only come out if I have a sword? Okay, I think it only comes out if I have a sword. Let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. What if I still get the benefits of the armor? I wonder how I could tell. Is that a 7? Nah, yeah, I... Equipped. Yeah, I go up to a 10. Whereas if I don't have the shield, I'm still at a 7. Okay. Well, we didn't choose this life because it was easy. Realize in this game, it's a lot of me talking to people. It's different from like when I was playing Callisto Protocol or when I was playing the Long Dark. Well, no. I guess the Long Dark's the same because it's just a lot of me talking. So I guess if you don't like me talking, then you're in for a bad time.
Speak.
So, I gotta think of things to talk about. Because on these long rides, there's nothing else really going on. I guess I can cut it out, but you know, it's kind of the ambience of having some annoying fat guy talking to you.
What is it, citizen?
Yeah, so back in my day, me and my brother used to do this and that, and what is it, a little kid? Oh, no, okay. Onwards! I like how my Khajiit tail kind of rubs up against the base of the horse's tail. They're flirting a little bit. Now, would that be bestiality? Son of a bitch! These roads aren't safe. Get 'em, imps! I remember there was a mod for Fallout New Vegas, I believe it was, and it made it so that the wildlife and bandits were, I'm not even sure if it's a mod anymore, I'll have to look it up, where bandits and wildlife actually like fought each other or ran away from each other. So like, and they would do it based on, I don't know if the AI knew, like, okay, well, if it's like a mole rat versus like a death claw from Fallout, or in this case, a wolf versus like some like Daedra, like prince or some shit like that, where it's like the AI knows it has like threat tables and it's outnumbered or whatever, like it would run away. And because in a lot of these games, everybody beelines to attack you, like imps and wolves and bears. I think they'll team up on you and then figure it out afterwards, I guess. But like, and it's like, oh well, we're temporarily friends to kill this guy. I'm not sure if it was just a base part of the game, or if I had to install a mod. But I do know in Fallout Vegas, like if you came across some raiders, or you came across some, and then at the same time you came across like a Yaogwai, they wouldn't just all be attacking you. They'd be attacking whatever the biggest threat is, or like whatever they see first, or whatever they're aggroed on, which I really, really like. It's just realistic. To me. Did I go this way last time? See, one thing I always like about like going across, like in horsey games, like Red Dead 2 or even Red Dead 1 and Gun and all those other games is like when I would go across. I'm going on a desire path right now. Oh no, that's a bad idea. That is not a desire path. That is a death path. God, I really hope Martin like transports to me once I go to a new house. Oh, come on, bro. Yeah, so one thing I always liked about those games is you're riding your horse, you cross on the dirt, and then you cross onto the wood, and you hear the clippy clop on the dirt, and it's a nice touch. Yes, guardsmen, down the path. Oh yeah, there's actively someone chasing me right now. Take care of him, will ya? Man, you'd think they'd send him out in patrols of like 1 or 2. A deer. No rack. Gotta leave the does. I'm not a hunter. My dad used to hunt when he was a younger man, and I always enjoyed eating deer. Really like liver. I don't know. I know it's a decisive. It's hotly debated. You know, I know a lot of people who really don't like the taste or texture of liver. Me, on the other hand, oh my God, I could eat liver every single day. I love the texture. I love the taste. I love everything about it. Oh, somebody. But there's not many foods that you'll you'll find that I don't like. Vegetables, fruit, salad. No, I like all those. The only thing I'll say that I don't like, and I don't even know if I don't like it anymore. I think it's more of a I just haven't tried it in a long time. Is I never liked eggplant disguised as chicken, right? So like if you have like eggplant parmesan and it's kind of like that breaded slice of eggplant, it's dishonest. And I think one time I bit into it and I was like, oh man, this is gonna be a nice piece of chicken. It's like, oh, what the hell? And it kind of created a triggering memory. What? Are you?
Help!
Oh.
You must help! They're killing everyone at Waynon Priory.
I let him into a goddamn trap. I
don't know. I think they're right behind me. Prior Mabarel is dead.
Who's attacking Waynon Priory?
I was in the sheepfold when they attacked. I heard the prior talking to someone. Looked around the corner to see who it was. They looked like travelers, ordinary. Suddenly wept.
I bet you were in the sheepfold. You look like a guy who would be in the sheepfold. Oh, well, I cut off his dialogue. Where's Joffrey? Is he safe?
I don't know. In the chapel, praying, I think. You must help us.
Do my best. I hope you like fists.
I could use a hand here.
Oh, did I kill that guy by accident?
The time of cleansing is almost here. Die, unbeliever!
Nobody saw me. Oh, man. Guess you won't see Mom. Oh, a book I'll read after I'm done with this. Martin! You'll never believe it. They killed Brother Piner.
I think we should find your friend Joffrey at once.
I think you're right. Follow me.
I'm with you.
Oiled linen shoes. I'll get back to talking about the dishonesty of Eggplant in a minute. A gold ring. Who's ready for a fisting?
The dawn is breaking!
Son of a bitch!
Whoa. Die, unbeliever!
Brother Pioneer was my friend! Oh. Days and weeks of constant use make wearing heavy armor tolerable, but not comfortable. You have learned to adapt to its weight and use it in combat. As an apprentice of heavy armor, your plate mail is no longer damaged as swiftly from combat. Okay, but will that help me not die in these next few moments? Especially since...
Like the gods you
Not on this day.
paradise. I do not fear death.
Paradise awaits me.
You're back. Thank Talos. They attacked without warning. I was praying in the chapel when I heard Prior Maberel shout. I had just time to arm myself. The Amulet of Kings. I fear that was the target of this attack. I kept it in a secret room in Waynon House. We need to go see if it is safe.
Oh, just increased in volume there. I'll check on it.
We'll go together, but I fear the worst.
Just don't go to the sheepfold. Rejoice! Through faith your afflictions are banished. Ooh, Tamika's West Wheel wine. Braided leather sandals. I need some of that Daedra armor.
I fear the enemy came here for the Amulet of Kings.
Look, they killed Brother Piner. Oh. Oh, where'd you go? Okay, Ah, okay.
They've taken it! The Amulet of Kings is gone! The enemy has defeated us at every turn!
I found Martin. He is safe.
So it has not all gone against us. Thank Talos for that. We gained Uriel's heir and lost the Amulet of Kings. Martin cannot stay here. We have driven them off, but they will be back once they learn of Martin's survival. Which they will.
Where will Martin be safe?
Nowhere is truly safe against the power arrayed against us, but we must play for time, at least. Cloud Ruler Temple, I think. The hidden fortress of the Blades in the mountains near Bruma. A few men can hold it against an army. We should leave at once.
Amulet of Kings.
With the amulet taken by the enemy, we must get Martin to safety at Cloud Ruler Temple.
Cloud Ruler Temple.
Cloud Ruler Temple was built long ago by the founders of the Blades, back in the days of Raymond Cyrodiil. It is high in the mountains near Bruma, our ancient fortress, sanctuary, refuge of last resort. Martin will be as safe there as anywhere.
Let's go.
We should get moving. I won't rest easy until Martin is safe at Cloud Ruler Temple.
I wish I could take his note to his mom. Someone will do it for us. God bless you, Prior Morble. Let's see where we gotta go. Okay. Where are ya? Oh, god damn. Okay. Don't got a moment of rest around these parts. Shh. Are you guys coming? Where you go? You're walking that way? Oh, yeah, that's fair enough. I gotta go get my horse. You know, I will rag on this game, and I do, but like, the stuff they do is pretty advanced, I'll tell you that. Okay, where are we going? Yeah, we gotta go straight. Excuse me. Like, AIs that like, all have daily schedules, that's pretty cool. That's neat. Yeah, I gotta take this road and take my first right. Wish I had a mini-map. And I'm sure, as most people say,
You have my ear.
there's a mod for that, but so anyway, back to eggplant. I don't know. I need to give it a solid try. But you know, the only time maybe I should just buy some eggplant and cook it up. So I was gonna say, you know, I should give it a solid try, but the only time I ever encounter it is really when I'm at a restaurant. And do I want to waste my meal on a herd of deer? That one must be sick. It's coming right towards me. Do I want to waste, potentially, like, ruin a meal if I don't like eggplant? But I've noticed that in my advanced age of being 33, that I do tend to really like everything I try. I'm trying to think of anything I don't like to eat. Because I used to not like pie, right? I didn't used to like apple pie or cherry pie, but you know what? I like pie. I like pie now. And I guess just as you get older, your taste buds change, or you open up with stuff. Like, I will and can just eat anything. Like, you know what sounds really good right now? It's just some celery. Conversely, if I'm using that word correctly, I'd also like a giant cheeseburger. So, you know, and yeah, I guess I would probably prefer, if I had like a choice, if they said, okay, would you like a cheeseburger or a big stalk of celery? I would say a cheeseburger, or both. Can you give me a cheeseburger with some celery sticks and a little cup of ranch? Or if there's no cup of ranch, I'll just eat the celery. Man, this is just, I don't know. Hopefully, I guess if I ever do get a lot of followers, they can, maybe me rambling like an old man will be helpful. Or my comments on my videos will just be, hey, shut the fuck up. I just want a peaceful ride through Cyrodiil without, you know, your fucking rambling going on. But I'm hedging my bets. I'm putting all my chips. I'm putting all my money. I'm putting all my money on being a relatable and a funny personality. Maybe we'll see. I keep on thinking about this one joke, like where somebody says, like, you don't have OCD, you have obesity. And if you know that joke, you'll know it. But I don't want to like make my videos all just inside jokes in case I hit it big, in case I become the next big hit on YouTube. Which if I do, I will be very surprised, because like I don't edit my videos. I don't have like a title screen. I don't have a credit page. I guess maybe eventually I will have to, if anything comes of it. But right now, no, just there's no intro. There's no nothing. It's just me saying hi. It's very probably like old school. Oh yeah, I'm going back to the streets of Bruma, where I grew up, where Sir Slaugher grew up. I would say this kind of, the YouTube videos I'm making are kind of like really old school, low budget. Like old YouTube. Before the times of title screens and pages. Do I go down there? It looks like a little secret road. Yeah, Sir Slaugher. I can't decide. And maybe it's because Sir Slaugher's memory is just so poor now from the skooma. if I just lived in Bruma, or I grew up there. Did I move to Bruma? I don't know. I should have probably figured that all out before I actually started playing, but as we get deeper into the episodes, I will either continue on with this little role play, or I will just drop it completely. Like right now, I'm still going strong. I'm the a skooma addict dealer that has, you know, he's trying to redeem himself. So he's helping out the Empire first and foremost. You know, he was chosen for a task, and then afterwards, like I don't think I'm probably not gonna try and do any of the Dark Brotherhood quests around this character. The Thieves Guild stuff I won't do, though I should. I don't know. I like keeping it. I like restricting myself to one type of role play, right? And previously, when I keep on checking. Holy shit! Previously, on a lot of my playthroughs, and that's the problem I think with these games, is I just do everything. I become the Grand Master of the Mages Guild, the Grand, I was gonna say the Grand Wizard, but that's something entirely different. The leader of the Thieves Guild. I become, you know, I can become Lord Shogoth. I can become the speaker for the Dark Mother and the Dark Brotherhood. And I become the leader of the Fighters Guild. And it's like, oh yeah, gotta go this way. I can appreciate that. I really can. They want to let you do everything, just a little bit of everything, but I feel like that kind of makes it a little bit boring, and I think restricting myself to a certain type of role play is a better idea, right? At least that was what my goal was when I actually went through this. So like in this playthrough, you probably won't see me becoming like, God, what's his name? Working with the Silver Fox. I don't know, the Thieves Guild guy. You won't see me doing Dark Brotherhood stuff, because it's not Sir Slaugher. And I guess if you want to see me do a Thieves Guild playthrough, I could even make like a definitive save where the paths change. Okay, I'm this wolf. Oh my god! Leave him alone! Leave him be! I can make like a definitive save. I could do it. You know what? At some point, I'll do a save, and then if people want to see it, if anybody makes a request, I will. I didn't grab that wolf pelt, but it's even worth it once I get on the horse. I can make it a definitive save where the multiple universes begin, right? So, where Sir Slaugher makes his choice. Thieves Guild, Dark Brotherhood, the Mages Guild, the Fighters Guild. Which one will he be? I'll get through this main storyline stuff first, and then we can just go from there. And you know, that might actually be a good idea, like getting through the whole main storyline, saving it, and then going on these different paths. We did it! It's a Cloud Ruler Temple. I don't know where Joffrey is. Hopefully he's still alive. What? Is this... Oh, great. Okay, well, we're gonna have to wait. So why don't we camp for a little? Let's wait an hour. Oh, just an hour. Oh, God, Joffrey. Where are you, Joffrey? Joffrey! Joffrey! Yeah, because I can't get in unless he unlocks it. Well, let's camp out, buddy. Oh no. Oh no. Is he knocked out someplace? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. This game. Alright. You know what? I can always teleport him in. Let's check. Oh, maybe he's here. Come on. Oh, no. Oh no. I am not gonna go back and find this guy. Alright, so I'm probably gonna call it there for this episode. And I'm gonna get Joffrey here. But first, let's just sit upon a rock. Let's oh, okay, hold on. Let's sit upon a rock and meditate. Alright? And what we're going to do is we're going to go and read the book that I found. Warp in the West. Excuse me. These fucking fantasy names. The Warp in the West, a report compiled by Uvulus Tiro. I'm just going to call him Tiro. Blade's archivist. Secret for your eyes only. Let me offer my congratulations to your lordship for your recent appointment as ambassador to the court of Wayrest. Your lordship asked me for a review of existing Blades accounts from the Third Area 417 concerning the Warp in the West, and for a summary of current state affairs there. Since your lordship was in the Black Marsh serving in the staff of Admiral Sosorios at the time, you probably know of these events only from imperial proclamations and chapel declarations, which identify this period as the Miracle of Peace. During the Miracle of Peace, according to official accounts, the formerly war-racked Iliac Bay region was transformed overnight from a patchwork of squabbling duchies and petty kingdoms into the peaceful modern counties of Hammerfell, Sentinel, Wayrest, and Orsinium. The Miracle of Peace, also known as the Warp in the West, is celebrated as the product of the miraculous interventions of Stendar, Mara, and Aktosh to transform this troublesome region into peaceful, well-governed imperial counties. The catastrophic destruction of landscape and property and the large loss of life attending upon this miracle is understood to have been tragic and beyond mortal comprehension. Inasmuch as this account confirms and validates the current borders of these counties, and identifies the rulers and boundaries of these counties as ordained by the Nine, the Miracle of Peace serves imperial objectives of peaceful consolidation of ancient petty states and sovereigns into manageable imperial jurisdictions. The other remarkable features of these events, mass disappearances, armies mysteriously transported hundreds of miles or completely annihilated, titanic storms and celestial phenomena, apparent local time discontinuities of time, fit comfortably into the notion that these events are part of a vast, mysterious divine intervention. However, this is only the public account of these events, and as you may suspect, it conflicts with many other accounts. In short, while this explanation suits imperial policy, it has a little historical validity. Your lordship should know that the Blades have concluded there is no plausible historical account of these events and despairs that a plausible historical account shall ever be produced. The Blades have concluded that a miracle occurred, insofar as the events are inexplicable. But the Blades strongly doubt the miracle was of divine origin. There is good reason to believe that the ruling families of the four modern Lilac Bay counties had forewarning of the event. There is also some evidence that some of these ruling families may have been directly or indirectly responsible for the event. We do not know the exact sequence of actions that produced the event, although we are confident that the totem artifact was involved, and that a Blades agent was involved in employing that artifact. We unfortunately lost contact with that agent immediately after the event. His report might have gone some way to resolving the contradictory and paradoxical accounts of the event. The Blades have The Blades have on file few reports from agents dating from the Warp of the West period. Most of our agents were lost in the initial dislocations, and others were lost in the confusion after the event. I present a few of these reports to give you a general sense of their limitations, including the report of your diplomatic predecessor, Lord Strail. You will have had access to other private and rumored accounts of the period. I believe you will agree that these documents raise more questions than they answer. Oh, wow. It goes on. The report of Hammerfell agent Briarbird. I was on assignment in the El Kihir Desert, a few miles south of Bergama. Bergama? Bergama? Bergama. On the 9th of Frostfall, I was encamped as it was still early morning when I felt the ground shake so violently I was thrown to the ground, dazed. I was aware of a great war of a sandstorm, which alarmed me, as I had been on a high dune and had seen nothing like that on the horizon. It was on me before I was even on my knees, bearing me in my camp. When I crawled my way out of the sand, I realized that I must make haste and get to Bergama as soon as possible, as all my food and water had been swept away. The sun was just rising as I began. Like I said, when I reached Bergama, it was nightfall. The town was in chaos, filled with the soldiers of Sentinel. The lord of Bergama's fortress was in ruins. There had been an attack, but no one had seen it, only the invasion that followed it. The soldiers of Queen Akarithi of Sentinel refused to be interviewed about how they had accomplished this sneak attack, but I came to learn that the whole of northern Hammerfell now belonged to them. Even stranger, I discovered that my walk from sunrise to sundown had not taken me but 1 day, but 2. It was now the 11th day of the month, not the 10th. I had lost a day somewhere, and so apparently had everyone else, except Akarithi's soldiers, who somehow were aware of the correct date. I have since concluded that they had received advanced warning, and so were better prepared to deal with the strange confusion of the time and dates associated with the warp. The report of High Rock Agent Grey Lady. I was at the time of the warp undercover as a witch in the Skeffington coven of Pyregius. Oh, God. Pyregius? Yes, Pyregius. In central High Rock. In order to give my report, I had volunteered for an expedition to gather supplies, which would allow me the freedom to reach my contact in Camorn. I was traveling northeast along the foothills of the Rothgarian Mountains on the 9th of Frostfall, when I felt a great heat behind me, like a fire. I turned, but I regret to say I cannot tell you what I saw. The healers tell me my eyes were burned out of my sockets. I think I must have fallen into a state of semi-consciousness, for I distinctly remember falling as the ground seemed to give way beneath me. Then there was a series of explosions in the distance, to the south, and I heard high whistling noises that were getting louder, coming closer. I had my shield with me, and fortunately anticipated that volleys of some sort were falling from the sky. Though I could not see them, I could hear them coming from a distance away, and was able to use my shield to block them from striking me. The assault stopped suddenly, and I could smell smoke. I learned later that most of the forest of Yeklan and Pagius had caught fire in an inferno that started further south in Dania and the Elysian Hills. Fortunately, I kept my bearings and moved north, finally reaching a temple in the wilderness where my wounds were healed, as well as they could be. I feel like I'm in school again. It was there I learned that there had been a 3-way clash between Daggerfall, Wayrest, and Orsinium, not far from where I had been, and that the land midway between their kingdoms had been decimated. The report of Ambassador Lord Nigon Strail, the predecessor. His Imperial Majesty had sent me on a delicate errand, the details of which I cannot convey in this unsecure report, but in my official capacity it was to be the Emperor's ambassador to the court of Wayrest. From there I was to meet with an old friend, Lady Brisenia, who was already in the vicinity. Foregoing any attempt at stealth, I was on an Imperial barge sailing westward on the Jolse, the morning of the 9th of Frostfall. I remember it was a slightly chilly day, but the sky was very blue. We had just passed the delightful riverside village of Candlemas when the captain sounded the alarum. Oh my God. There in front of us was a colossal wall of water, at least 30 feet high. It smashed our barge to splinters before any of us had a chance to react. I woke up on the shore, having been rescued by one of my servants who had miraculously not lost consciousness. He and I, and one other man, Oh, excuse me. And one other man were the only survivors. I thought at first that it was suspicious. Similar. Okay, let me start over. I thought at first it was suspiciously similar to what had happened to another agent of ours in High Rock but a short time before, where a freak storm had shipwrecked him in Lilac Bay near Privateer's Hold. Furious and determined to see if similar forces were at work, I began a quick march to Wayrest. The march, however, was not so terribly quick. The village along the Beljus were on fire, and battle raged between the orcs of Orsinium, and the Ozamar, Jesus God, and the soldiers of King Aedwir in the formerly independent principality of Gavadan, just east of Wayrest. It's like, okay, I'm gonna pause here at the where it says Wayrest. They gotta spell words so fucking weird, right? Like Joffrey, how they spell it, Joffrey. It's like, why? I don't know. Just it's weird to me. I don't like it. I don't like it. Anyway, I am an accomplished mage and quite able to defend myself, but it took the better part of a week to make it those few miles to Wayrest. King Edward and his queen, Berenzia, were celebrating their great victories when I arrived. By then, I had gathered the barest facts of the matter, but that simultaneously there were 7 great battles in the Lilac Bay, and no one could describe them at all, only their blood-soaked aftermath. To summarize, on the 9th of Frostfall, there had been 44 independent kingdoms, counties, baronies, and dukedoms surrounding Lilac Bay. If one includes the unconquered territories of the Rothgarthian Mountains and Dragontail Mountains, the Hyrax Seacoast, and the Isle of Balfiria, and the Elkir Desert, on the 11th of Frostfall, there were but 4, Daggerfall, Sentinel, Wayrest, and Orsinium, and all the points where they meet lay in ruins as the armies continued to do battle. I was determined to find the truth from the king, even if I had to be most undiplomatic diplomat to do it. Oh, man, I suck at reading. Sorry. God, this fucking novel. Edward, though a generally jovial sort, had blustered, saying he did not want to give out military secrets. The queen, ever calm with those unreadable red eyes of hers, told me, "We do not know." I think it is safe to assume that Berenzia did not tell me everything, but the facts of her story, which I later verified after pointed interviews in Daggerfall, Sentinel, and Orsinium, was that they had learned that a certain powerful ancient weapon was going to be activated. I shan't give the name of it here, out of fear that it would be used against Wayrest. The king had attempted to buy it from the young adventurer who had discovered its whereabouts. Edward believed, as it turns out, quite rightly, that other powers in the bay had also attempted to win ownership of this device. What happened then, as Berenzia said, we do not know. The morning of the 9th and the morning of the 11th somehow merged through some sort of warp in the west, and Wayrest found themselves at war. Their land had expanded threefold, but they were under attack by Daggerfall to the west, Orsinium to the east, and Sentinel to the south. There had been no time to understand what had happened, the king said. They had simply reacted, sending their armies to defend their lands against these enemies whose kingdoms had also gained great territorial advantage. The battles continued on, now months later, as I returned to the Imperial City to make my report. What more do I have to say? They are bloody, violent clashes, as is always the case with modern warfare, but I have been to the black and desolate no-man's land between the 4 remaining kingdoms. No mortal army caused that devastation. I can say that the force that shook the Lilac Bay on the 10th of Frostfall of the Third Era, 417, was infinitesimally greater than the power of these mighty kingdoms are wielding today. I can say that there were other strange events on that day which kept the kingdoms from breaking free of the Empire, and accomplished likely more besides. And I can say there's nothing left of it, this power, this weapon, in the bay. The warp that it created swallowed it up. Current political affairs in Lilac Bay. Almost 20 years have passed, and the region, though transformed, has stabilized. There are no more disputed territories, and the kingdoms of Daggerfall, Wayrest, Sentinel, and Orsinium hold their new borders in a relative peace. Oh my, okay, I was going to say, Jesus Christ. Wayrest spreads across the eastern coast of the bay, stretching from the land formerly called Anticlear to half of Gavdon has passed on to his ancestors, leaving his kingdom in the hands of his daughter, Alisana, who has 2 children of by her royal consort and seems likely to hold her father's lands. Your lordship may also choose to communicate directly with King Helseth and Queen Berenzia in Mournhold. Their primary preoccupations are, of course, with Morrowind's affairs, but they may still have useful observations upon Wayrest's ruling families and political environment that may aid you in your understanding of the court of Elsana. King Gortwag of... there we go, a nice orc name. King Gortwag of Orsunium controls much of the Rothgathian Mountains, as well as the profitable river coast of the Beljos. He persists in his demands that Orsinium be recognized as an imperial province separate from High Rock. The Elder Council treats Gortwag as a recognized king and collects taxes directly from Orsinium. But officially, Orsinium remains a county of High Rock, though technically it spans both the provinces of High Rock and Hammerfell. Sentinel has gained the most land, spreading across the entire southern Lilac Bay from Abaddon Gora, beyond the Dragontail Mountains to the edge of the Mornuth. Orsinium's territory... oh, jeez. Sorry. Listen, if your eyes are glazing over, I understand. Leave a comment below if I shouldn't read the 30-page books. Queen Akarithi, at her death, left her enormous kingdom to her only surviving son, Hotan, Hotan, who is now surely one of the most powerful kings in Tamriel. Daggerfall is still ruled by the Breton king Gothrid and the Redguard queen Abke I. Their land now encompasses all of western High Rock, from the border they share with Wayrest to Anticlare to the east, to Yakalan to the north. They have 4 children now, and are much beloved in their realm. If there are other repercussions of the mysterious warp in the west, they have not yet come to our attention in the course of 20 years of observation. Oh, that for me was... I get so caught up on these weird pronunciations of names, I don't even... oh, it's a little frustrating, but you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep it up because, you know what? I appreciate viewers like you. Unless you don't want me to, let me know. Still no Joffrey. Let's wait another 24 hours. This video is getting long now. It's Fridus. Let's see if it becomes Saturdaeus. Lower Deus. Okay. Okay, so that's where I'm going to end the video for now. We got Martin the Cloud Ruler Temple. We just haven't gotten inside. So I'm going to find Joffrey. And I'm going to bring him here. Probably through console commands. Farewell for now.